sure many of you remember back in elementary school when we had to learn all about drugs. For some, they may even remember the DARE program back in the 80s. Apparently this bear missed out on all the importance of not doing drugs. So this movie was exactly what I expected it to be. It was just such an entertaining, dumb movie. Like, a movie called Cocaine Bear is gonna be a masterpiece in its own way. Like, a masterpiece as in it's terrible, it's funny, it's campy, it's all the great aspects of a movie like Cocaine Bear. It's up there with Sharknado, Anaconda. I mean, all those movies you categorize as horror comedies, exactly what it is, a horror comedy. It's just centered on a bear high on cocaine and all the music that goes with it, all the funniness, all the just, like, you're taking it incredibly serious. Like, they're taking the bear too seriously. Like, the bear doesn't really know what's going on. It's high on cocaine. It's addicted to it. Like, it's so funny and violent at the same time. And I forgot about this, but this movie is directed by Elizabeth Banks. I'm sure many of you have heard of her. She's a phenomenal actress. I'm not sure if she's directed anything else, but this is the first movie I've ever seen that's been directed by Elizabeth Banks. And by most accounts, a lot of people have really enjoyed this movie. It's actually gotten some really good ratings on Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb. I don't put much stock in those, but it's always good to see that audiences really like it and critics are also pretty much on the same page when it comes to just a campy, fun, ridiculously stupid movie as Cocaine Bear. Because let's face it, a movie like Cocaine Bear, like, it gets your attention right away, but you know, it doesn't require a whole lot of brain cells to watch. The plot is super predictable, but the characters are great. The bear steals the show. Another great thing about this movie was there were some really top tier actors in this movie. I forgot about Ray Liotta, rest in peace, Kerry Russell, Alden Ehrenreich. I had a few others in there that I've recognized from various TV shows out there. I can't remember all their names, but there are a lot of familiar faces in this movie. It just makes the movie much more enjoyable when you recognize people in it. I've always liked Alden Ehrenreich. I know he's gotten a little bit of flack from Solo. Kerry Russell's phenomenal. Ray Liotta, this is his last movie role before he passed away last year, sadly. So it was just really good to see him just put on one last great show for everybody who have been a Ray Liotta fan for a long time. He's been in the game a long time, and it just made me smile seeing him on screen. But yeah, Cocaine Bear, highly recommend you go see it if you really like horror comedies like this. Like I said, don't expect a whole lot. It's just a fun movie to just sit back and watch, laugh, you know, sometimes even get a little terrified. There were some scenes in there actually quite graphic, surprisingly graphic actually, so a little warning for you there. It is rated R, so if you want to go see it and you're not of age, make sure you take somebody with you. But for Cocaine Bear, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 Mudflaps. And before you go, drop in the comments below, what is your favorite horror comedy movie? And as always, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and I'll see you next time.